Welcome to News 9 Live. And when what is being looked at as a setback for Central Bureau of Investigation, Interpol dropped notice against Mehul Choksi. It has surprised everyone. The notice is now unavailable on the Interpol's website. Choksi's lawyer in India, Vijay Agarwal, has stated that this is because of the efforts of the legal team and the genuineness of my client's case, and ultimately he claims that the truth has prevailed. Now, the Choksi has been on the run in the 13,500 crore PNB loan fraud case. The government is facing fire after the Interpol lifted the red corner notice against Choksi. Let's listen in.
मेहुल चोक्सी को किस शख्स ने टिप ऑफ किया, ये सूचना दी कि उसके खिलाफ जांच होने जा रही है, तुम भारत देश छोड़ के फरार हो जाओ। भारतीय जनता पार्टी का क्या रिश्ता है मेहुल चोक्सी से? भारत की सरकार, बीजेपी की सरकार ने क्यों मेहुल चोक्सी को एक दूसरे देश की नागरिकता लेने के लिए, एंटीगुआ की नागरिकता लेने के लिए नो ऑब्जेक्शन सर्टिफिकेट जारी किया? उसे क्यों सहयोग दिया? क्या यह सत्य नहीं है कि प्रधानमंत्री जी ने खुद मेहुल चोक्सी को मेहुल भाई कह के पुकारा और जनवरी 2018 में डावोस में प्रधानमंत्री जी की उससे मुलाकात हुई? क्या मेहुल चोक्सी अब भारतीय जनता पार्टी ज्वाइन करने जा रहा है?
Just to cut the clutter, the man is on the run. There was a news report on which he had claimed that there was an abduction attempt on him. But the bottom line is that this has surprised everyone. The development in Interpol and red corner notice against him being dropped. Why has that happened, Brijesh?
See, Mehul Choksi's side has been able to convince the judge that the attempt which was made on him, where he was abducted from Antigua, where he was residing and taken to Dominica, it was done, it was not an assault on him, basically it was done, an abduction attempt was carried out by the Indian agencies. This was the accusation, was carried out by Indian agencies, and it was botched up. So the court, they were able to convince the court, and this is the reason why they said that, like, based on what has happened, the abduction attempt is clearly an indicator of what would happen if Mehul Choksi is deported and sent back to India. And this is the reason the court has, the Interpol has taken back the red corner notice. Now the CBI has come up with statement where they're saying that, this could be, a perfunctory decision, and the Congress, the CBI continues to exercise available remedial and appellate options within Interpol for rectification of this faulty decision and for restoration of red notice. But the fact of the matter is that now, if Mehul Choksi wants to move from one place to another, there is no red corner notice which binds the international community to act against him. So this has come as a major embarrassment as far as the CBI is concerned, and importantly, this will also act as an important ingredient as far as his extradition is concerned. So whether Mehul Choksi can now be extradited is suddenly not that sure.
So it means that now Mehul Choksi can actually melt into any country, disappear without a trace. He can take a flight and go to Argentina. He can take a flight, go to Chile. He can go and take a flight and go to East Siberia and stay there. It means that we will not be able to stop Mr. Choksi at any airport.
Well, we won't be able to, but I don't think that the government of the day will allow Mehul Choksi to fly away to mingle or go to Argentina and all. Because they will be very closely tracking him to ensure that because if they are able to win this petition, the revised petition which the CBI will be filing with the Interpol. But yes, you cannot stop him now. You cannot stop him at any international airport saying that there is a red corner notice against you, because Interpol is the coordinating agency and CBI is the India representative of Interpol. So once that Interpol removes that red corner notice, which is known as RCN, so if that RCN is removed, now you will have to come up with really solid legal and legwork to ensure that he's stopped or is not allowed to fly from one country to another. That aspect is gone now.
So bottom line here is that Mr. Choksi not only has legal reprieve, but he gets time on his hand to plan the next move, one. And secondly, it catches CBI napping, because now it's going to go for remedial action. Third, it's a political embarrassment, Brijesh.
Well, it is political embarrassment, and I think, the extradition part, it also colors the extradition part hearing. Because what it says is that, this clearly shows that what will happen to Mehul Choksi if he is deported back to India. And the court being convinced of the fact that yes, the attempt which was made on his life was an attempt to extricate him from the foreign soil and taken back to India. So this is something which will help Mehul Choksi in the extradition case also. So the task of the government has become more cumbersome as far as Mehul Choksi is concerned.
So are you saying that this is going to become the building block of a larger case which gives advantage to Mehul Choksi in legal avenues?
Well, I think the task of extraditing Mehul Choksi immediately is offset by some time now, and the government of the day will appeal through CBI, which is part of the internal Interpol and all, becomes more cumbersome. I'm not saying that all options are closed, but yes, now you cannot detain him or pinpoint him, make sure that he remains in one country, and traveling becomes very difficult for Mehul Choksi. Now that aspect is off the hook.
Thank you very much, Brijesh. I think Mehul Choksi's case is not going to end here. CBI is going to approach the courts, the appellate authorities. They will go in for remedial measures. But it's a political embarrassment that this event, which Choksi claimed that there was an attempt on him, and he argued in the court that it was an attempt of abduction, and on that ground he got so much of leeway that this red corner notice was done away, and which eventually allows Mr. Choksi to travel from one end to other, which was not possible for him earlier on. I think it's a big setback. It's a political embarrassment, and Mehul Choksi's case was not a low-profile case. It was a very high-profile case, and whether it's the case of Mr. Malia, whether it's the case of Mr. Choksi, they continue to run out, and these are the people who had dropped the PSUs, and they represent what was the rot that PSU, or public sector bank, was suffering from, and it led to a lot of reform measures. But nonetheless, PSUs continue to be the soft underbelly of Indian economy, and Mr. Choksi represents that tract. So this is all in this edition of Newsline. Thank you.